Hey everyone, welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered with Jurgen Jays. We just learned that Saber, or not Saber, Shirou, is quite literally Saber's sheath. Kiritsugu, infused somehow, where we didn't get specifics, but Kiritsugu infused Saber's sheath into Shirou when he was little, after the fire incident in order to heal him. So this is why Shiro is able to heal, and specifically, I mean, this healing is triggered by Saber being here, because it is one of two of her noble phantasms. She has Excalibur, and then, or, well, yeah, Excalibur or Caliburn. Excalibur is the one that she has currently on her, and then also the sheath, which the sheath is what's providing the healing for Shiro. So with her being around, it's kind of activating that noble phantasm naturally, and that's why he's been able to survive so many of these insane incidences. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and keep reading. Kiritsugu was correct. So he did not betray me. And not using the Grail, yeah. So if you don't remember, Saber, said that Shiro's adoptive father, Kiritsugu, had betrayed her in the previous Holy Grail War because he commanded her not to touch it or use it, with a command spell, and then he himself destroyed it? No. Well, wanted nothing to do with it, at the very least. I don't know if destroy is the right word, because, as we now know, also from last episode, Kirei also used it and is the reason for the fire. Her voice is heavy with regret. Saber! I should never have sought the Holy Grail. No, I never needed the Holy Grail from the beginning. Kiritsugu must have realized that. I don't know if he realized that. He may have just known, or if he knew that about you. He may have just known in general that the Holy Grail is tainted and is kind of like a give and take wish mechanic thing. Saber is making an apology to someone she can't apologize to. Not anymore. She reflects on herself as a way of saying goodbye to the feelings she held for so long. Even if she doesn't say it in so many words. I understand, just by being beside her. That is always hard part of moving on in life. There are many friends and friendships that I have lost, and I mean, I've had some ends of friendships where it genuinely was my fault, and then I've also had others where, it was theirs, and others yet where it was something in between. But any of them, or even relationships with exes and different things like that, not that I'm wishing I could still be with those people necessarily, but their time's past, but I wish the things that I did wrong in those relationships, I do wish they could know I'm sorry about and still seek forgiveness from them. I'm sure I hope they've all forgiven me and they've all moved on, and as I've forgiven them and I've moved on. But that is hard when you're seeking forgiveness and there's no one really there to give it to you. Altria sought the Holy Grail, or Artoria, as the fandom seems to prefer. A lonely king who had no choice but to believe that, without the Holy Grail, she could not avoid ruin. If only. She'd wish to redo everything from the moment she drew the sword from the stone. Saber, that's... I knew all along. I knew I could not just redo everything. I knew that, but I kept lying to myself. Excuse me. Having a burp. But that ends here. Her long battle can now, really, end, right? Really, dot dot dot. Thank you, Shirou. With your help, I now know the path I must take. Yes, the Holy Grail and I are just dreams that should not exist. But still, she mumbles about wanting to be forgiven. She should never have wished for what she did, and in all that time, she'd never been able to fulfill it. The weakness was only a fleeting dream. Dot dot dot. How should I feel right now? What she says is beautiful. Her decision is dignified and proud, just like her. She takes pride in her past now and accepts the end that awaits her. And now, Saber has. She has decided to follow the promise she made until the very end. She doesn't even need to tell me what that means. She will never waver again. And she is more beautiful than ever. In the dark of that night, in the moment I met her under the moonlight and admired her appearance, I loved her. From the very beginning. Let's not stretch it that far, bud. Like, I for one don't really believe in love at first sight. I just don't. I don't get that. Like, love is so much more than a feeling. So just, oh, someone looks good, I'm gonna commit to loving them. That's a bit much. Then, regardless of what awaits ahead, there's only one thing to be done. Saber, let's destroy the Holy Grail. That's a decision. I guess none of them really want their wish or anything and know that the Grail's messed up, so yeah, get rid of that thing. I cut away any lingering attachment. I banish my selfishness and say what has to be done. Yes, I knew you would come to that conclusion, Master. Saber nods reassuringly. Can you not call me Master? Can you just call me Shirou? Aren't we tighter than that? Aren't we, like, sort of lovers now? I can't smile back at her right now. Or Saber nods reassuringly, blah 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 blah. I'm trying my best to suppress my feelings for her and convince myself that this is the right thing to do. Oh, because you not using the Grail means you don't get to keep her around either. Yeah, but as y'all have both come to agree to, this is definitely for the best, regardless. I'm sure that, someday, I'll be proud she trusted me with this decision. Why can't you be sure in that now? I stand up. Stand up, young man. Now that's settled. We can't just rest here forever. We know what must be done, and our enemy is clear. No more detours. Today, we put an end to this battle. There we go. Finale territory, question mark? Once again, I keep on thinking that the game is going to end these past few episodes, but it keeps on going on. I managed to make it home, leaning on Saber's shoulder. The wound in my chest hasn't completely healed. According to Saber, I'll need to lie still for a few hours. How did the fight between Lancer and Archer last for so long that they were able to just limp away without either of them going after them after they conclude their fight? Or is that fight somehow, after a few hours, still going on? Well, maybe not a few hours. It would take a while for them to get to the church from here. I bite my lip. It's sexy that way. I curse my body for refusing to listen to me, even though I know what I need to do now. Shirou, are you thinking of doing something rash? No, never. Me, rash? No. I wasn't thinking about anything whatsoever except for that beautiful face of yours. I will be very angry if you do something reckless. You know, I was just gonna, go charge back there and kill a guy. You must not fight until your wounds have fully healed. This will be our final battle, so we must both be at our very best. Yeah, we're better off preparing ourselves than getting impatient. I'm thinking about where Kotomine went. About how to defeat Gilgamesh. There's just so much we need to consider. I'm sure Gilgamesh or Lancer will eventually find you, because Kirei is wanting to win, so at some point, he's gonna send them after you. I'm sure he knows where you live. Gilgamesh has already found you once. Lancer already knows where you live, so even if Kirei doesn't know where you are, two of them certainly will. At that moment, my mind freezes. There's nobody inside. The house feels different. No Illya, no Tohsaka. Whoa! There's blood drops there. That's drops of blood. Somebody's died. Oh gosh. If nobody's here, then that just means there's death. I predicted now. Put your bets in. Who died? Illya or Tohsaka? I feel like Illya. I think they definitely did it during the magician fight. Magician? Mage? Sorceress? Caster fight. Yeah. During the caster fight, I felt like they kind of foreshadowed Illya's death a bit. Oh yeah, the line. Mingled with the smell of something burning, I can just pick up the scent of blood. ... I run. That's some frantic running you got going on there. I ignore my chest wound. I run to shake off the chill running down my back. I run through the corridor, turn a corner, and pass through the familiar curtain that divides one room of the house from another. And the scene that greets me is anything but familiar. Oh, Tohsaka, no. Ah, my girl, my love. Maybe not Shirou's, but mine, at the very least. Tohsaka. My voice trembles. I don't know what happened. All I know is that Tohsaka is looking at me, breathing weakly. Ah, yay. Look at you. Ah, you're finally home. You're so late. I was about to go to sleep, dummy. Oh. By sleep you mean death, I assume. That's, what the heck is she saying? It looks like she's really struggling even to speak, but she tries to make conversation like nothing's wrong. Well, don't talk, you idiot. Dang. We need to stop the bleeding. Saber, get some towels in a wash basin with warm water from the bathroom. Saber nods and turns to run to the bathroom. Bandages. I need bandages and some stapic. I don't think that word will be enough for this. Dang it. I need a doctor. I need to call a doctor to treat her. I panic as I pull out the first aid kit. It's fine. I already treated myself. I don't need a doctor. There's something more important you need to do first. Tohsaka is panting, but she looks straight at me. How have you already healed yourself? How is this healed? You gripping at your side that looks like it's still bleeding. How is that healed? Tohsaka is panting, but she looks straight at me. Tohsaka! I don't know what the heck she's trying to say. I'm confused, but I just nod to listen to what she has to say. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? No, she's not. Clearly, she's gonna die. Are you dumb? There's so much blood. It's fine. I can stop my own bleeding. But more importantly, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be taking care of her, but I couldn't protect Illya. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so both of them. I finally put 2 and 2 together. Tohsaka wounded, the living room in disarray, and Illya gone. Did Kotomine come here? Yeah, maybe Gilgamesh was like here before he went to the church. ... She nods. Or Kotomine. Never mind. He's the only enemy left, so there wasn't much point in asking. But Saber and I were the only ones who knew Kotomine was our enemy. Must have been a shock for Tohsaka. Oh, that's like her dad. Oh my gosh. The 7th Master is her teacher and guardian. Oh. Don't apologize. Even you wouldn't have been able to do anything in an ambush, I know that. Whatever you said, you always trusted Kotomine. I suppose. Honestly, I underestimated him. I guess got a little cocky, thinking I could do everything on my own. She coughs up blood. I don't think she's living. Crap, I can't just let her keep talking. Let's just talk later. Just don't move. We'll get you treated, then you can rest up. Yeah. That's good, but before that, I need to tell you something. Shirou, this is the last advice I have for you, so listen good. That's ominous. Yeah, she's dying. She knows she's dying. But I just nod. This is serious, especially if she's so insistent on telling me, even as wounded as she is. I couldn't stop her from speaking up now, even if I wanted to. First, Kotomine's objective was Illya. He must have known from the very beginning that she would be the vessel for the Holy Grail. Oh. It's not Gilgamesh. Why her, though? Oh, because her family, if you remember, when Shirou went to just talk with Kirei one-on-one for the second time, he got into the history of, like, what the Tohsaka family did, what the, I forget what Illya's last name is, but what they did, and then what, a third family, I think Mato, right, Shinji's family, kind of like how they all contributed to, or no, it was a different one, but how they all contributed to the war, and Illya's family, Einsburns, that's who they are. They always made the vessel that would be the Holy Grail. So it makes sense that the Einsburn would secretly be the Holy Grail vessel. What? Illya's the Holy Grail? Oh, that's also what Kirei meant by you've had it all along, and him like looking shocked. It's still weird that he was like, I'll offer it to you. That is kind of odd. Her heart, okay. Her heart, to be precise. Mages are humans with magic circuits, but Illya's a human made from magic circuits. So she's not naturally human? Question mark. As soon as there's only one servant left, she'll become the vessel that summons the Holy Grail. What kept her from, like, dying then this entire time? How would she, like, if someone killed her, would Holy Grail be over? We just go, oh crap, we have to destroy the Holy Grail. Oh no. Oh, this situation got all sorts of screwed. We already vowed to destroy the Grail, so we have to, oh, if we actually are gonna do it, we have to kill Illya. Then Kotomine's taken Illya too. Yeah, he took her away, but if Saber's around still, the path won't open, so I don't think Kotomine will harm Illya since she's the vessel. I can only hope so. And Lancer won't be an easy servant to beat. Even if he couldn't defeat Gilgamesh, he might at least have been able to run away. I'll just have to hope he did. This isn't the time to tell Tohsaka anyway. Well, technically, if Lancer died, well, no, because Kirei's still here. We would have to kill Kirei for us to have, quote-unquote, won the war. I'll just have to hope he did. This isn't the time to tell Tohsaka anyway. Got it. I'll go save Illya, so don't worry. Okay. Now, the second thing. I think Kotomine's at Ryudo Temple. I can't think of anywhere else to summon the Holy Grail. Does this mean Issei's gonna get involved? Because that's where, it's the temple that Issei hangs at. And that's also the temple that, the assassin was based out of as well. He probably abandoned the church already, and he's gonna hide. It's gotta be there. Got it. Kotomine's at Ryudo Temple. She doesn't even seem to have the strength to move her head because she's dying. But she nods anyway. Okay. Last thing. You can't beat Kirei. Are you still gonna fight him? That question. She's not asking as a friend, but as a mage who truly understands the situation. But still Tohsaka. What do you mean, but still? Like, but still, yes? Let's ask, is there a method to killing him? Do you have something in mind, Tohsaka? I'm going to settle things with Kotomine. Even if I don't have a chance of winning, I can't run away. But if Tohsaka has a plan, I'll hear her out, no matter what it is. Unfortunately, I don't, but I'll give you a parting gift. It's meant for self-defense, but it's better than nothing. Tohsaka reaches behind her and pulls out a single dagger. Azoth. Azoth. Isn't that an Egyptian, god? Or something Egyptian? Maybe thinking of Thoth. Thoth? Something along those lines? This is a well-known dagger. Perhaps even, well, I guess we're about to be told. I should just shut up. It is used for rituals, rather than for battle. It's a magical wand in the shape of a sword, used to form magic circles and to intervene in mystics that have taken shape. The word, Azoth, is engraved in the jewel on the handle. Its blade isn't as long as a typical dagger, which probably fits Tohsaka's preferences anyway. What is that supposed to mean? This is the Azoth blade, a sword, favored by a famous scholar of mystics, who took the world by storm some time ago. Okay, so maybe not Egyptian? It is meant for mages to prove that their training is complete. The Azoth blade is not unlike the sort of gift one receives getting into a college. New weapon data added. Tohsaka, what is this? Can't you tell? This is my dagger. It's weak compared to my jewels, but I still infuse it with magical energy from time to time. It'll activate if you say, oh no, it activated! And flood it with as much magical energy as you can. She hands me the dagger. Surprisingly heavy. From all that energy, it's got heavier. I don't think that's actually how that worked. Oh, maybe it is, because not physically heavy. Rather, I feel the weight of Tohsaka's memories in the dagger. Tohsaka, are you sure about loaning this to me? No, she's just giving it to you. She's dead. She's gonna die. It's fine. I knew I was no match for Kirei, so I hid it from him. I don't want it to go to waste, so you use it. Okay, I'll take it. Honestly, more weapons can't hurt. Other than the fact that I can literally just make weapons appear, but it does take it out of him. Oh, so you do get it. Then maybe it's time. I'm just getting so sleepy. She laughs. Embarrassed. The next thing I know, Saber is standing behind me waiting to treat Tohsaka. No, don't say, no sleep. Smack her, like, stay in the light. Stay in the light. None of this sleep. Yeah, go ahead and sleep. I'll wake you up in the morning. Then I'll make you a nice big meal. I think Shirou may just be in denial here, is what's going on. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, and this last bit is more of an order than a warning. Shirou, if you're gonna do this, you need to win. Even if it kills you, I will never, ever forgive you if I wake up and find you dead and defeated. She looks like she said everything she wants to say. And so, Tohsaka drifts right off to sleep. She looks well enough, so I feel a little stupid for worrying about her. I don't know. But then again, I know that's her way of cheering me on, and her words really do invigorate me. Yeah, Leave it to me, Tohsaka. I nod at Tohsaka's sleeping form. Everything's all set. All that's left is to spend these next few hours without regret while my wounds heal. I sincerely think she's dead. Dripson, I thought that was the final day. Dripson to tomorrow. Oh, three choices. 3 choices we're about to make, apparently. Or options to a choice. Or maybe they'll be made for me based off of what we've done before. Kind of like the Saber one. Today slowly ticks over into tomorrow. We treat Tohsaka's wounds and take her to the room to rest, while I make dinner and eat with Saber in silence. Just a little longer. Most of my wounds are healed. We only have about an hour or 2 left. In the meantime, I'll... Oh, okay, spend time with Saber. Report to Kiritsuku. What do you mean? Have a strategy meeting. What do you mean by report to Kiritsuku? Like his grave? I could see... I want it to be one of these two. This feels very somber. I mean, both of them do. Because after this, after we... I don't know. No, well, I don't know. What if we don't kill Illya? We just keep her around. Right? And then we never use her. Like, use the Grail. She would stay. Saber, since the war never concluded, quote unquote, she would also stay. Right? So do we need to spend time with Saber? I kind of want to go to Dad. That feels... I don't know. That feels right. This might be my last time. 10 years ago, I was the lone survivor of the terrible fire. And if I'm going to succeed Kiritsugu, who destroyed the Holy Grail, I should at least report that to him. I'll take on your dream, old man. A young boy said those words so long ago. Back then, I didn't even understand the feelings the man left behind, nor did I understand what I wanted to achieve. After 10 years, the thing I kept striving for, the reason I was the only survivor, is about to reveal itself. Thanks for everything. I'm gonna go now, Dad. My fear and hesitation fade. We have no chance of winning. Okay, the optimism. Alright, fair enough. But if I'm going to call myself Shirou Miya, I need to go into this with my head held high. That was it? That was the whole decision? Oh, why? Okay, that was a very sharp cut to black. Okay, immediately just pour right over. Decisive battle. Oh, man. I don't know. Do I start this scene now? I mean, we're not at 30 minutes yet, but let's keep going. I really want to keep going. The moon hangs high in the sky. The clouds have finally cleared, and the black of night is giving way to indigo. It will be dawn soon. The long night is about to end. It will be the last one. During the night, Saber and I traveled to our final destination. What's with the red glow? So ominous. Got a burp. Come on, come out. There we go. It like did it in like 3 mini burps. I know this is TMI, but whatever, I don't care. Shirou, this... I hear the tension in Saber's voice. She's not the only one. As I quietly nod, I feel a cold sweat trickling down my neck. The mountain feels like a living thing. Chills run down my spine. Stifling pressure assails me with every step I take. The air is thick and damp. The mana is dense. It feels exactly the same as 10 years ago. I expect that at the very top. The summoning of the Holy Grail has begun. Maybe it's even over by now. What do you mean summoning? It's already here. It's Illya. What do you mean summoning? Either way, Gilgamesh has probably defeated Lancer. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would be shocked if we got up there and Lancer was standing there. Or, option 3, all 3 of them, Kirei, Lancer, and Gilgamesh are all still standing. Let's go over it one more time, Saber. Once we reach the top, the only thing left will be the fight. You take care of Gilgamesh, and I'll take care of the Master, Kotomine. Neither of us will get involved in the other's fight. If one of us defeats the other opponent, that'll be the end of it. Yeah, I guess because, well, if Saber defeats Gilgamesh, then Shirou would get an overwhelmingly positive advantage over Kirei with getting the servant there. Plus, again, there wouldn't really be anything that Kirei could use to ultimately take out Saber. And on the other hand, if we defeat Kirei first, and then we go over to fight Saber, well, no, if we defeat Kirei, then Gilgamesh's tie, like, source to this world kind of goes away. So. Yes. This time I will concentrate on my own fight. Kotomine is an enemy you must defeat yourself. Right. Yeah, leave him to me. And Saber, don't let him beat you. Yes. On my honor, I will not lose to him. Not as a servant, but as a heroic spirit. I shall not submit to that king. There is no longer hesitation or worry in her verse. What did I say? I don't need to say anything else to her. We'll head to battle and determine the final master in this war. But, if in the process, if one of us dies, the survivor just has to kill their opponent. Even if I'm defeated, as long as Saber defeats Gilgamesh, Kotomine won't get his hands on the Holy Grail. At the same time, if Saber is defeated, but I defeat Kotomine, Gilgamesh can't stay manifested. There we go. This was what I was trying to say, but a much more succinct way of doing it. So, we don't have to cover for each other. This battle is now each of ours alone. And so we climb the stone steps. The closer we get to the temple gate, the denser the air gets. The red, phosphorus dances in the wind, and the whole place is too brightly lit for nighttime. The air is heavy with death. It reminds me of that fire 10 years ago. Alright, with that, next episode is finale. I don't care if it's a 2-hour episode or what it is. I'm determined. Next episode is your finale, 100%. Guarantee it. Yeah. Alright. This has been great. This is awesome. I'm really loving this. Alright. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!